APLD Applied Digital stock price has rejected that $30 level, pushing from $20 today, showing an inverted hammer candle. Should we expect a cool off at this very strong psychological level, or are the bulls going to continue their march higher within a very strong presence? My name is Dylan from Dylan Trades. We're going to break down and analyze that equation today, getting a full comprehensive technical analysis, price prediction, and price target, top levels to watch, and much more within this video today. Alrighty, so that's going to start off on the weekly, guys. This gives a great perspective for the long term, and we did see stock price over the course of the past few weeks just halting at that $20 level. Okay, this is going to be the spot where you do have a very big pullback. Where's going to be the number one spot where you step up? That strong psychological level, especially forming that this was the former level where momentum really started to build once the bulls capitalized over that level. So we did pull all the way back here, giving that upside down U-esque, scenario from this low, giving a strong bounce. Now we're right towards the center point at $30, right? Pull back from $40, bounce to $20, now rejection at $30, right? We mentioned this within the last few updates for you guys to remember. There is a good chance we do get to $30. Maybe show a little bit of rejection there. This is a completely healthy activity. As of right now in the weekly analysis, this is not completely done forming as of right now. Still have to see how the week closes. So we're not going to look at the current candle structure, but we are going to note is a really strong last week, perfectly flipping that indecisive doji candle on that last red week to flip a very good red to green reversal. So there could be a couple more weeks to continue this trend higher. We'll continue to monitor that as that comes closer. But from a more long-term perspective, engage, very good for the bulls here to move up higher. It's good on the long-term analysis here. We'll continue to see where stock price goes. That will give a very good gauge for when certain price targets will happen and what have you. But all in all, very good for the long term here for you investors and long-term buyers. So with that being said, now we're on the daily, and this is great for the medium term within things. And I mean, just straight away, we're seeing a trend, guys, right? A very strong channel pushing up higher. And then look at guys, now we're in a downtrend. Now we see that very pronunciated descending trend line, okay, directly on this level. And we're currently rejecting that, kind of showing a fake breakout today, trying to get over this level, but end of day, not getting the job done. And as of right now, we're looking at a very big daily, channel here, guys. I mean, this is a very nice channel, and typically you don't see these actually recover, but we've seen APLD do, and that's just a testament to how strong the bulls do. Is typically when you break down right around the center point, right, pushing down, you're going to see a more long-term breakdown and kind of just collapse and not continue this trend. But we have done that. Okay, we're pressed right at the top, and we're likely having a couple day window here, being 3, 4, 5 days to make up its mind to see if we're going to get that breakout. As of right now, it's very hard to predict within the Tuesday, without Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is going to be the day it's going to break. But knowing APLD, it does confluence where the bulls can get over that. We're likely to flip that trend, now stabilizing within a new ascending trend line. Breaking this trend is very interesting how we've seen stock price do this on a multiple occasion perspective, right? Once again, could see the upside right back over this, then forming that upside here. A couple of nuanced technical analysis here, guys, but all in all, we're seeing that downtrend being tested in a very simple terms. We'll continue to monitor this coming to the next few days. I do think we're going to get the breakout. Once again, though, my prediction moving to the next 1, 2, 3, 4 days, we're going to see stock price sit here and bid at this level. Typically, you're going to see doji candles, hammer candles, indecisive candles, activity, perhaps a strong move testing $30, and then from there, if broken above, okay, maybe we see the breakout, right? But until that moment, okay, we're really in this gray area where we're going to see the bulls likely hold this very strong new momentum here at this core breakout level, sitting underneath this inflection point, because I do not think the sellers will be able to get this ultimate move down. So definitely a very strong move here as well from a medium term perspective. I do think you're going to see that more long-term engaged breakout eventually towards $40. Okay, I do think that news derivatives and what have you, a lot of bad variance did cause to this pullback, and we've seen a perfect liquidity bounce at this level, giving a lot of false break scenarios where maybe APLD Applied Digital is one of those stocks that does fade off, but the stock price, the technicals are clearly showing the momentum is incredibly strong. So just seeing one day pause is enough to completely flip the short-term momentum, especially within a healthy market. So keep an eye on $30, man. Above $30, clean, strong, breaking over $31, you're in a very nice spot And the last thing we want to keep in mind here on the daily is that there is a very obvious gap to be filled right splat at that $31 and that 27-cent level, give or take. So, very simple, clean technicals here. A lot do show that you're likely to see a quick pop breakout or maybe a little bit of marination for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, anywhere between there. Some hourly analysis of APLD applied digital stock price. We did note that $25 breakout. Just seeing so much tight confluence here at the end of this apex structure of this pennant, this higher low and lower high trend. I mean, this is a very tight pinch, guys. And when you see stock price getting right to the end of such a beautiful textbook pattern and then just explode right to that price target like that, okay, it's very obvious that you're going to see people take a little bit of money off the table. Technical traders like myself say, hey, okay, $30 we might reverse here. Okay, it doesn't mean that we're going to burn and fall off, off a cliff, but might reverse here at $30. And we did see smart money, taking some short-term profits here, but this is one of those instances where from this pushback, we're going to use this strong days to chop around for perhaps 1 day, 2, 3, 4, just getting some sort of a movement and energy built to get that next long-term movement, or we're going to see that quick test of $30 come the next 1, 2 trading days, breaking over that, guys, and just seeing that very incredible movement. Once again, we have to keep in the fact that we could see a more long-term breakout than what we have seen over the course of the past few weeks here on the daily. All right, we have seen this more long-term descending channel. So you would get at least a one range movement from this low to high. And if you get that price target, guys, from the low to the high, pressing that at that $30 level, you could easily make a case getting that nice next $10 jump to $40. Very live scenario here. I do think you'll see that more long-term price target being set, but I have to see $30 being broken, as if we do see some rejection playing into the next week, maybe we could have that little bit delayed, but a very strong chance that the bulls will get the breakout, even if it is a little bit delayed from this very strong $30 level. If you guys found any value in the vid space, you're dropping a sub and a like. We've been continuing to cover APLD Applied Digital since about $9. Have a good day. Take care. Trade smart. And